on that book for like a month.
Oh my god! My emotions were not dampened. In fact, they were heightened.
Hi. Here's Cardi. She says hi. Say hi. So the last couple weeks, I really didn't finish out strong like I wanted to because I feel like Christmas and the holidays, I really just didn't feel like I had a lot of time to read. However, I did start The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I've had this on my shelf for a year. Jake got this for me for, I think, Valentine. No. I actually can't remember what it was that he had got this for me for, but he got it for me last year. I just now decided to pick it up, mostly because I wanted an emotional read. I think that's also why I hesitated to read it in the first place, because A Little Life has literally been sitting on my shelf for a year as well, because from what I understand, there's a lot of emotional damage that comes with reading that book that I don't know that I have been mentally prepared for. Basically, I have 100 and... You're not going to stop, are you? I have 150-ish pages to go of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I love it so far. The only thing that kind of sucks is I feel like because I've read it over a span of a couple weeks, which normally I don't do with books, it's kind of taken me out of like the feelings that I was feeling when I first started it. The emotions aren't as strong because I just haven't read it consistently like I normally do with books. It's only 2 p.m. It's only 2 p.m. Oh. Yes! I just got a funny story from Libby. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to read this book for a long time. Wait, 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 what happened? I think it asked if I was ready to borrow it, and I literally just clicked out of it. I've been waiting on that book for like a month. One of the things that I've been wanting to do now that Christmas is over is to rearrange my little baby bookshelves on the wall. I don't have space for like an actual big bookshelf in here at the moment. I try to put books on them that I think I'm going to want to read, but I also try to kind of cater it to the season that I'm in. So right now I have basically just Christmas and winter books on it. I might keep some of the winter books. I don't honestly know because I'm not sure what I'm going to read after Throne of Glass because I might need a palette cleanser or two. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the Christmas books off of the shelves, and I'm probably going to put some new books on there that I haven't read yet that I think I'm going to want to read possibly after I finish Throne of Glass. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple Emily Henry books because I have been wanting to read some of her books again. Ever since I read Beach Read and People We Meet on Vacation. So I think we're going to pick up Funny Story because I'm probably going to want to read that sooner than later. I feel like I want to read Happy Place in the summer. I don't even know. I mean, I was going to say I don't even know if it's a summer book, but literally look at the cover. Maybe we'll do Book Lovers too. And I feel like a lot of the romance books I have are kind of summer themed, so I really don't know what I want to read. Okay, so I think I'm gonna grab Anathema. Is it Anathema or Anathema? I really don't know. But that is a book that I've been wanting to read for a while. I also really want to get Nocticadia. I do not have it yet. And then I think we'll grab Snapshot. Camera Shy was a 5-star read for me last year. And I honestly have really been excited to read Snapshot ever since it came out. I think we'll grab Powerless. Probably Quicksilver. This is me honestly just assuming that I can still handle fantasy after finishing Throne of Glass, but I really just don't ever get sick of fantasy, so I don't know if there's really any thriller that I'm going to be in the mood for. It doesn't help that I'm really not in the mood for it right now, so trying to choose it is kind of difficult. Okay, let's just grab Hellbent and Ninth House. And I think that will be enough for now, but if not, we can always come back.
Free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends. Kind and brave, I know you'll find a way. Live your truth and good will come to you. Home, sweet home.
felt like a gut punch.
Hello. So I think the last time that I talked about Addie LaRue, I had like 150 pages left, and I had mentioned how I kind of felt like starting and stopping so much, like having to come back to it, was kind of taking me out of the emotions that I would feel normally if I were just reading it consistently all the way through. And I take that back now. My emotions were not dampened. In fact, they were heightened. I gave it 5 stars, which I kind of had a feeling towards the end of the book that this was going to be a 5-star read for me. This book made me cry, as you could probably see in the previous clips as I was reading it. This is one of the most lyrical, beautifully written books. The way this book made me feel, I literally just had this feeling in the pit of my stomach the entire time that I was reading it, even in the moments when I had first started it and it took me a second to get back into the world, was just like I was being gut punched over and over again. The book follows Addie, who was born in the 1700s in France. She strikes up a deal with the god to live forever, be guaranteed that she can be her own person and belong to no one, unknowingly cursed to live out her entire life not being remembered by anyone. Any person that she comes across, any person that she tries to make a connection with, they are going to forget her. She could literally strike up a conversation with someone, hit it off, and then the next time that they see her, they will have completely no recollection of who she is. However, there is one person after 300 years who remembers her. Male main character in this book is everything and then some. One of the main things that I had seen about this book from people who maybe didn't love it as much is that it's a little slower, and it is a little slow getting started, but I would just say to stick with it because it is so worth it. But there was never a point in time in this book that I was bored. I honestly can't believe this was sitting on my shelf for a year, but I will be rereading it again, maybe in 2025. So this probably is going to be the end of the video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. For 2025, my first read is going to be the Throne of Glass series, which is kind of a heavy undertaking, but I feel like it's time. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!